welcome up head coach Randy Waldrum.
Well, we actually have a team. This is reality. It's here. We have players, we have a uniform, we have a schedule. This is actually happening. Couldn't be more excited. I certainly want to echo the sentiments to Mark. Thank you so much for your support here with our new team. We're excited to be our sponsor, and all of these things play such an important role in the success of what we're trying to do here with the Dash. So let me get to this really quick. I'm going to fight the urge to put my glasses on. So luckily somebody put the font semi-large. It's only slightly blurry to me, but I'll try to introduce these players. The first players are the players wearing the white kit. This will be our training gear. So I want to introduce to you, just give us a wave to Brittany Bach. Brittany played for me at University of Notre Dame. Had a stellar youth career, has played on several of our different youth national teams, been to multiple Final Fours, won a championship a few years ago with another team in New York that we don't want to talk about too much since they're our rivals now, but Brittany Bach. Next to Brittany is Becky Edwards, who also, this is going to sound a little redundant, but she broke my Notre Dame's team heart a few years back in the College Cup in the Final Four. I thought was one of the best players on the field that particular night. I believe it was in 2007. Memory serves me right. I don't want to age you too much there, Becky, but it was somewhere around there. Becky also played with Brittany on the team from New York that won a championship in one of the previous leagues here as well. So we're very excited about Becky joining us as well. Next is Marissa Diggs. Marissa is a Texas product. She played for the Dallas Sting out of Dallas. She played at University of Central Florida. Had a great 4-year career there. She's a center back. We were very excited. We got her in the college draft. We were very excited about bringing her back to Texas to play. And I know her father is here somewhere tonight as well, so you guys get a chance to meet her and her family as well. It would be great. Tiffany McCarty is next, who also played at Florida State. Now I have to preface this and tell you, she also broke my heart 2 years ago. In the final 8, I think the round of 8, we went to Florida State and she scored the goal that sent us home and sent them into the Final Four. We did beat Florida State a few times though. I just along the way. But Tiffany played for me with the U23s and was very excited to get her through the expansion draft. And then next is a player I'm really excited about, Rafael Souza. Rafael played for Ole Miss, and she is Brazilian. She's played for the U20 Brazilian national team. She's played for the senior team on 5 or 6 different occasions. So she's one of the up-and-coming stars for the senior team with Brazil. So I know we've got a Brazilian contingency here in Houston that'll be there to support Rafael along the way, and she goes by Rafa. So we're very excited to have Rafa here as well. All right. Next is Gabriella Toulouse. I struggle with that because we call her Kika, is her nickname. And Kika played for the University of Virginia. She also played for me with the U23 national team. Kika's played multiple places in the leagues here in the U.S., but she's played overseas, most recently in Brazil. So it was interesting in the car today to hear her and Rafa share a little Portuguese. I told Rafa my only Portuguese is obrigado, which is thank you. I'll have to learn a little bit more, I guess, as we go. But fortunately, Rafa's English is very good. So very excited. We got Kika through the expansion draft as well. So it was great to reunite with her. And then lastly, wearing the white practice jersey is Nikki Washington. Also from Dallas, played for the Texans growing up. We recruited her very heavily. She went to another team instead of us that wore sky blue that I wasn't real fond of in the college game. But fortunately, we got to reunite, bring her back to Texas. We picked her up through a trade during the college draft. And it's funny because on the phone call we both kind of joked about finally we get to reunite and I get her to play for me and against me now as we have with the rest of these players here that had such a stellar college career. She's won a World Cup with the U20 national team, if I'm not mistaken, and won multiple national championships with UNC. And we'll leave the UNC comments there. Our secondary uniform, which is our blue top, is being worn by Ella Mazer. Ella played at the University of Illinois. We played against them a few times in our careers at the college level. Ella's played in the WPS. She's played in this league now as well. She played in Chicago most recently with the Red Stars. And we're really, really excited to get Ella. We got her initially from a trade that we made early on, sending Melissa Tancredi to Chicago to pick up Ella and Erin McLeod. So very excited. She's been around. She's can play in multiple places. She's a great role model in the community. Very, very involved out in the community. And the big thing is she can score goals, which every team needs. So we're really excited to have Ella on board as well. And then lastly, wearing our orange kit, which will be our home uniform, is Kalia Ohai. She also played for that Sky Blue team that won a few national championships. She also won a World Cup with the U20s most recently. And she was our first pick in the college draft this year, the #2 pick in the overall collegiate draft. We knew from day one that's the direction that we were headed. And extremely, extremely excited to have Kalia. She was with me with the U23s as well. She's going to bring great pace and excitement to our forward line. She's an attacking player that just kind of knows that one gear, and that's going to score goals. So, this is the group of players that we brought in today to model our uniform. So why don't you give them all a really big hand? Just a couple of quick comments and